Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Twin States News. I'm Nicole Metter. The Mississippi State football team was back on the practice field on Saturday as they continue to close in on the completion of spring camp. It was another solid day for the Dogs, who will play in their spring maroon and white game Saturday afternoon. Coach Moorhead talked about the team's progress and their installation of their new offensive and defensive schemes after Saturday's session.
I thought they did a great job competing today, and I want to sound like a Pollyanna, come in here every day and tell you that it's, sunshines and rainbows, but they're taking the information from the meeting room, going out on the field, playing hard, and we're seeing the precision, improve every practice. Well, the entire offense, when I say the entire offense, for what we were putting in this spring, everything's installed by today, but that doesn't mean that's all that we're going to see in fall camp in the season, but the base foundation of all three phases are in.
Again, the spring game is set for Saturday at 3 o'clock on the SEC Network. The New Orleans Pelicans saw their first playoff win since 2011 on Saturday night against the Portland Trail Blazers. And even though it's just one game, this was big for the Pels, especially since they were on the Trail Blazers' home turf. Game 2 isn't until tomorrow night, but some of the guys talked about the win at today's practice.
I try to stay locked in all the time, to be honest. But in moments like that, I feel like, especially our team and the group that we're in, that's kind of how we're built. I think we've done it a lot this year, where the last 3 minutes of games we come to perform and we show how good we could be. So situations like that, I feel like we do.
I guess, on a national level, people get to see that from Drew, but he's been doing plays like that all year. I think he's easily first or second team all-defensive player in the NBA right now. Anthony Davis should be defensive player of the year. So we have guys with that caliber on our team on the defensive side, and that's what makes us take pride defensively as a whole and try to hang our head on defense on the defense end of the court.
The NASCAR race at Bristol was delayed Sunday by some precipitation. The race only got through the first stage and a few laps into the second when the rain would start to pour down. So the drivers got back on the track this afternoon to complete the last 307 laps. So out to Bristol we go. 177 laps left. Kyle Larson tries to pass Ryan Newman. He loses control, spins out, but somehow avoids a major wreck. And that was big because Larson fought his way back to the front of the pack. He's leading with just 5 laps to go, and that was when Kyle Busch made his move and took the lead. Busch would then hang on to take the checkered flag, his second straight win. Kyle Larson would have to settle for runner-up, while last year's winner Jimmy Johnson placed third. This week's next race is at Richmond Raceway.
Larson's right there breathing down my neck. He certainly deserved a win today, but we just had a little bit better piece there at the end. We weren't quite as loose as he was. He looked to be a little bit looser than us, and so we were just able to get our car around the track a little bit better. It's just a fun place. It's very challenging. It's very demanding, both on the car and on the driver itself. And so for us and what we were able to do today was pretty rewarding.
And speaking of rain, it was a rainy, cold day in Boston today, but no amount of it could stop the thousands of runners from coming out for the Boston Marathon. Over 13,000 entered the women's race, and Desiree Linden of Washington, Michigan would be the one coming out as number 1. She took the lead with 5 miles to go, breaking through the tape in a time of 2 hours, 39 minutes, and 54 seconds. The first major marathon win of her career, and get this, she was the first American woman to win the Boston Marathon since 1985. And as for the men, over 16,000 were racing, and it would be Japan's Yuki Kawachi to cross the finish line first in a time of 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 58 seconds. And that was his 3rd marathon win just this year.
Wow.
Pretty impressive.
He's running things.
Hey, winning first American woman to win since '85. That's pretty impressive.
Awesome.
That is great to see.
There is nothing like the Boston Marathon, being from that area, watching everyone come out, cheering on those racers, even in the rain today.
Quite the accomplishment.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, Nicole.